This is GACenter, your look at the Grand Arena Championships of content creators from around the globe. Here are your hosts, Flair from Gaming Embers and the Nev from the Escape Podcast.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to GACenter. I hope you're all doing wonderful this evening. I know I am. Flair, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing wonderful.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. We've had a really exciting month of 3v3. Well, exciting for some, a damp squid for others.
I don't know if you can call it exciting.
I mean, maybe to the end. The end wasn't so good. You know, I was fine up until the 8th round because I was 8-0. But yeah, I'll explain it when it comes to me. But yeah, still exciting. Still really exciting. Some world-class competitive GAC battling going on from some of our top competitors. Absolutely, and yeah, that is really reflected in the tables, as you'll see when we get to them. But Flair, absolutely. Give everybody the usual gump.
The usual gump. All right, guys. Throughout the course of today's episode of GACenter, first off, thank you all for joining us. But second, any follows, bits, cheers, subs, anything like that, we will recognize those at the end of the episode. But our lovely moderators in chat, aka Paul Anthony, will recognize those as well. But you'll get a special moment at the end where we get to say thank you, as always. But again, we appreciate your all's support and we enjoy your all's faces. And Neil, let's get cracking on with it, shall we?
Let's get cracking.
And we're starting off with Commander Cody going 2-1 this week. And here's the thing. If you looked just at his stat, is the round and round win and loss, it doesn't tell the story because he didn't drop a single battle. All 3 of his rounds were full clear one-shots. Round 1, he got a hold with Emperor Palpatine twice. Not Sith Eternal, regular Palpatine. And his fleet standing tall and just not falling at all. Round 2 was the one-shot efficiency battle. And unfortunately, he was 7 banners shy. Round 3, again, was the full clear one-shot with 2 holds with the Mother Talzin and 1 with his Asajj Ventress with Spirit standing. Woo! Wow. So 2-1 for Commander Cody.
Brainkill. A good week for Brainkill. Saw another triple whammy as he finished the month very strong and picked up his Kyber. Still holding up the foot of the table, but then again, there's only 4 competitors in his table, and he does share the same table as Bulldog. So, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? But on to, obviously, Bulldog. We know he was going 3-0. However, he didn't full clear a whole lot. Round 1, the full clear was spoiled by Gas after 3 attempts. But his, he got a GG hold, plus his own Gas was farting up his opponent's attacks at all. So, neither of them full cleared. Bulldog did it better. Round 2, full clear one-shot with Gas again, just stinking up the place for his opponent. Round 3, CLS Solo did not kill off an Akbar Chipio Ezra team, but he still got the full clear regardless. And not only Gas, but his Negotiator blocking out a full clear. So a 3-0 for Bulldog.
No surprises there.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Infinum with a 2-1. Now, in round 1, he faced a sandbag, and so you just don't want to see that at the beginning of a week. So, Infinum couldn't full clear, but then again, neither could his opponent, so he still got the win. Round 2, such a close loss, thanks to a failed Jedi Knight Anakin solo, and the match was gone by only 4 banners. Oh, you hate to see it. Round 3 was a win, but the opponent didn't show. which I find kind of takes the sweetness out of the win. But a flawless victory is still very, very nice. 2-1 for Infernum.
If it was a super hard fought week, like he scraped by 2 weeks straight, it'd be like, hey, I'm okay with a break. I'm okay with it.
And there's a table, and there's the person at the top as kind of like, yeah, he's got it. He's not, yeah. He'll go undefeated.
He's got it. He does not have it in banners, but he's got it in wins.
Yeah, he's got it in wins. Yeah, and he's not going to drop 5. And he's not.
Not really.
You know, Commander Cody and Infernum, they can go 12-0. We know they can go 12-0.
Mm-hmm.
But Bulldog ain't going to go 7-5. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen.
No.
Let's go to Div 3 because Div 3 exciting.
On to Div 3, and we are kicking it off with the Lone Gunman. 3-0. Round 1, he had to triple tap a Rex Clones team, but he still got the full clear. The heaping, helping of holds all across the board. Almost every other team got a hold. Round 2, he had to double tap a Bugs team and double tap Emperor Palpatine, Bastila Fallen, and Malik, as well as 4-tapping a Poggle Sept team with his Darth Revan and his Bugs shutting down his opponent from the full clear. Round 3, he got gassed out of a full clear, but both of his Revans secured holds and locking his opponent out of the banners needed to take the win. 3-0 for the Lone Gunman.
Stone 14 coming in with a 3-0 triple crown. One of only a few competitors to hit a triple crown this week. Stone had it was a great final week, having admonished the previous weeks of 3v3 because he wasn't doing his best. You know, it wasn't his best of months of the season, but a very, very fine finish to a 3v3 month, played with several unforced errors. 3-0 triple crown for Stone.
It is Renard the Fox, our favorite German Fox, going 3-0, enjoying a very good season so far. Round 1, opponent's roster scared the crap out of me. Checked his SWGOH profile to be best prepared for efficiency and faced an auto deployment. Full cleared, but last round was a bunch of multi-taps, as he puts it. Round 2 was a one-shot full clear on his opponent, but a challenging front rows and lighter rear defenses. His opponent totally messed up on his weak team's defense and did not even get the full clear. Round 3 was, again, one-shot full clear on his opponent again, same as round 2 with both front walls. Although he did have crazy quick speed mods on all of his relics that he left for offense. He was stuck on Shakti and the sisters. And so enjoying a week of not really getting full cleared. So excellent job for Nerd the Fox, the German Fox.
Moyo coming in with a triple whammy. No flawless victories, none for Moyo this week, but he fought very, very hard for this whammy this week. He lost battles in every round, but he did have enough in the kitchen sink each round for the full clear. Only lost 3 in round 1. He lost 2 in round 2, and he lost 2 in round 3. But he got the holds, and he got his triple whammy.
On to Andy Beats. Round 1, he won what battles that he could win. And he really didn't do much with a good smattering of holds on his defenses. We'll put it that. Round 2 was a full clear one-shot with his Dames of Dathomir, the Bastila Jedi, getting holds, and Newt locking out the full clear for his opponent. Round 3, he did lose a JKR versus Bugs battle. Didn't get the full clear either, but his Dooku-led Night Sisters team held out. It was Dooku, Asajj Ventress, and Zombie. And let me tell you, they were stupidly thick and preloaded. And that did not go well for his opponent. He got a 3-0. Also, stay tuned for segment 3, where we get to talk to him.
Vendetta. 3-0. Triple crown. A beautiful triple crown for Vendetta this week, as the fight for the Div 3 title goes down to the wire with Orlamar. 3 flawless victories and 3 huge banner scores for a great total of 6,917 this week. Will he take the title? Tune in each week to find out.
And Marco going 2-1 this week. Round 1, he got a full clear. Opponents didn't manage to beat his ships. Round 2, lost hardly. Opponent had a GL, didn't even have any counters. Only put the GL in the bottom. His opponent only put the GL on the bottom front wall and decided to throw him the bird by putting all G1 level 1 characters in every other squad. Just an ugly play from his opponent. Took the loss there. Round 2 was a bit messy, but he still got the full clear and the win. An opponent didn't even get through his ships. So a 2-1, only losing because he got smacked out by a GL. But hey, good job, Marco.
And there it is. Oh, that is so close. Look how close that is. It's on banners. It is on banners.
2,000.
It's
Lord.
It's a shame that Stone isn't there anymore. He was, but unfortunately his season he had a bit of a mid-season lull, unfortunately. But yeah, Renard the Fox, Vendetta, separated by banner difference with 12 more rounds to go. It's going to be a very, very interesting battle to see who takes home the Div 3
It's going to get tense.
Oh, yeah. It's going to get very, very tense. Okay, let's move on to Div 2. And we start with Scribe. Scribe had a bad last week of the month. Like, so many competitors. After dominating, and he dominated his opponent in round 1. Getting a flawless victory. His week went downhill as he got full cleared in round 2 without a full clear in response. And the same again in round 3. You hate to see it. Here's hoping he can pick up the slack for the final month of the season.
On to Orlamar, going 2-1 this week. Round 1, he dropped battle against Emperor. He dropped his Emperor Palpatine, Thrawn, and Marauder to First Order, but taking the full clear still. His Darth Revan, Newt, and Gas getting holds with Gas blocking off much needed ships and keeping him from getting the full clear. Round 2 was a 2-tap against Darth Revan, with his 2 attempts at crashing the home one failing and leaving the fleet territory up as he got full cleared with only 2 holds on his own Darth Revan. Round 3 had a 2-tap Darth Revan team, 2-tap Newt Sep's team, 2-tap Ahsoka Night Sisters. It was a little weird. But his opponent just stopped after getting into the fleet and only downing Executrix. So even though he lost a lot of battles, the lack of a full clear gave him the points he needed to win. So 2-1 for Orlamar.
Yeah. Oh, and it was the Div 3 rivalry is Vendetta and Renard. Sorry, not Vendetta and Orlamar. It's Orlamar and somebody else, and we'll get to them soon. But Gator, little Gator, not sure what happened to Gator this week. As you can see, only 12 wins. Yeah. He romped away to a round 1 victory, but then didn't show for round 2 or for round 3. I'd love to know the reason, but in all likeliness, it was probably just real life. 1 and 2 for Lil Gator.
On to Boba Fett, going 2-1 this week. Round 1 dropped a battle to a great GG squad. Still got the full clear, and his opponent couldn't clear his defense. Round 2, easy 1-shot full clear win. Again, opponent couldn't clear the defense. Round 3, a 1-shot full clear. Not as efficient as he wanted to be. He made a math error and miscalculated Vader's speed. So he nearly lost to the Geos, costing 6 to 7 banners. And he, unfortunately, round 3, just got 1 shot and beat by 5 banners. So, unfortunately, right at the very end, the curse of round 3 strikes yet again. 2-1 for Boba Fett.
Kate the Bounty Honey had a very, very fun round 1 as the opponent left a back wall so weak, she soloed them using a B2, a B1, a JK8, and the Candyman. Flawless victory for Kate in round 1. Round 2 was a loss, because of a very, very tough D set on the back wall. So it's the complete opposite of what happened in round 1. And she just couldn't get past it, unfortunately. But then round 2, a nice full clear this round, and some good holds from teams, including a solid hold from a HK R2T3 team that gave Kate 2 and 1 for the week.
On to JKW, going 1 and 2 this week. Round 1, auto set defense. So, even though he dropped 4 battles, 3 of them against a team that had a B1 battle droid as the lead, secret meta, maybe? Unconfirmed? I don't know. Hypothesis, tinfoil hats. The total no-show was just to be expected. Round 2, 8 attempts. He was trying to squash some bugs, and it worked on the 8th attempt. Had a 2-tap Basilion, 2-tap a boss team, 2-tap the Bears, and with Dooku, his enemy's Dooku, also holding out after 7 attempts. But while his opponent flopped a lot, he did just enough better to beat Jake in so rough. Round 3 was a boss 2-tap and a 2-tap on Phoenix, and only clearing the endurance after 2 attempts. Unfortunately, he got full clear 1 shot, leading to a 1 and 2 for JKW.
Oof. 1 and 2 for the 1 and 2s rained on a lot of competitors this week.
It's been rough for people.
And and the 1 and 2 rained on our other bounty honey. But she did not have an umbrella. Losses in rounds 1 and rounds 3 due to, well, I mean, let's be fair, it was simply more efficient opponents. It wasn't that she did anything particularly bad. She just came up against more efficient opponents in rounds 1 and 3. But round 2 did give her a consolation win, though. 1 and 2 for Geek Girl. There is Division 2, and there is the rivalry. It's Orlamar, Bomber Fett, 1 round in it. The next person is Jake, and he is 11 rounds, so it ain't going to happen. Division 2 will be won by either Orlamar or Bomber Fett.
And it's literally going to be a matter of if Orlamar loses a battle and Boma goes 3-0, it's a banner battle.
Bomber will have, Orlamar has to go 12-0. It's his to lose. It is his title to lose. But if Bomber picks up 1 round on Orlamar, he's going to lose it on banner difference. So, Orlamar, keep it tight.
It's going to be a battle.
Okay, we're going to have a break, and then we're going to get onto the big boy.
Yep. So, hey, let's tune in and see what Paul and the Noob have from our patrons, which you can support at $10 tier on Kyber Combatant. Anyways, let's get to that.
Welcome, everyone, to the final week of this 3v3 season and this month's Patreon leaderboard segment. This is the little part of the show that's brought to you by the Patreons of the Escape Pod cast. Are you not a SWGOH streamer, but you'd love to be part of GACenter? Well, we can make that happen. Join at the Kyber Combatant level, and we'll include you in next season's leaderboard. The deadline to get into next season is, just like Riverboy will be doing, is Monday the 14th. Go to patreon.com/theescapepod to sign up. I am Paul Anthony, one half of the founders of the Escape Pod Castaways, and I am joined by my robotic life partner, Newbie of Helly and the Noob, as we bring you this commercial disguised as a segment. Not many reports this week, so I'm just going to pretty much give you some raw numbers here. Big Country Megs, 1 and 2 for the week. Only 1 hold could have led to that losing record. Only 1 hold. Can't do much unless you out-efficient them, or are more efficient. However you do say that. Bringer, 2 and 1 and almost had the most banners for the week, and nothing stands out individually for them as they were beaten at metrics in all the categories. D, 2 and 1, the least amount of banners for the week, but pulls off 2 wins, and simply put, I'm glad 3v3 is over. Didn't do a song this week. Dr. JoJo, 2-1. Are you guys seeing a pattern yet? The most holds star goes to him this week, but so does the most losses. Force Strong goes 1-2, our second competitor with a losing record. Not much to write home about, so why write anything? Leonard McFacepunch went 2-1. They also had the most banners, and they also fully cleared without any losses, but they were beaten one of the rounds by efficiency. Well done, Punchy. I'm proud of you. And finally, Schnarman with Dr. JoJo. You know, I'll tell you this. He wanted to pounce on the fact that Dr. JoJo went 2-1. But he also goes 2-1. Sadly, not 3-0. So he got all full clears all around, though. And a wonderful try, but being out-efforted at the end puts him not where he wanted to be at the top, as we look at the final leaderboard for the GAC month. Gold goes to Dr. JoJo on banners. Silver to Schnarman. And bronze goes to Bringer, who was trying to snag silver desperately, but misses by 1 loss. Force Strong and BCM in 4th and 5th. And holding up the basement, Punchy and D. 5v5 is going to be interesting as everybody starts with a fresh slate. We'll recap the month next week, but you know what? It's a lot of fun this week. Congratulations, guys. It's been a pleasure to entertain. I am Paul Anthony for The Noob and the Escape Podcast Patreons. We wish you a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. Ask you to protect those that you love. Wear a mask and be nice to each other, damn it. I send it back to the Nev and Flair for Division 1, the big boys, right here on GACenter. Take it away, boys.
And we're back. And it's time for the big boys.
Back with the big boys.
We're back with the big boys. Oh,
and
yeah.
And it's Fartmart.
Fartmart.
I can't take that name seriously.
I know, it's difficult because we keep saying Fartmart.
But hey, you know what Fort has to say? So round 1, he was heavily outgunned on characters, but his opponent's ships were the worst that he's ever ran into. He goes, his mods were half the speed of his. So Fort Mort went full defense, and his opponent couldn't get through a Gear 10 Darth Revan Malik team on bottom or his ships. And his opponent got fully cleared. Round 2, again, slow mods, half the speed overall. Again, bad ships. Went slightly heavy D. And his opponent could not beat his Padme or GG on the bottom. And Fort Mort let him have ships so he could be his Malevolence on offense and full cleared. And his opponent only half cleared. Round 3, strong opponent, but he got outplanned by Fort Mort. Did have a swag of GG and changed it up a bit, but his stats said he was greedy and loves to full clear. Fort Mort goes full defense and left trash. His opponent left trash up front and had good teams in the rear, stronger than usual actually, but managed to keep more than enough to full clear. Props to his opponent. Even though he made Kyber and knew he lost, he kept battling the last minute. Literally 12 fins in total. He only cleared front. First triple full clear. You can remember to do that. And hey, Neil, I had a fortune cookie today.
Yeah.
And you know what it says on it?
What?
It says, how about, oh, wait, no, wrong side. It says, hey, defenses win battles.
Defense. Yeah. Whatever. Okay, let's move on. Wrangler. Okay, I was going to do a cowboy voice, but Paul doesn't like it when I do my cowboy voice.
You were working at the pipes even before this.
I was working on the pipes before, so I'm just going to do it in my regular voice. So, our resident space cowboy hit the horseshoe jackpot this week as he hogtied his 3 opponents and took home the bacon, steaks, and the beef jerky. He picked up a few losses here and there, but it was a great end to a month of highs and lows. Let's see if he can ride this wampa into 5v5. Yee-haw. See? Yee-haw just doesn't sound right with an English accent.
No. They want you at least Give them one dadgum good yeehaw. Come on, man.
Yeehaw!
Better,
Yeehaw!
Better than that. Put some work into it.
Yeehaw!
Oh, good lord. You gotta go, yeehaw!
Yeah. Yeah, I can't do that. My throat's still a bit sore from you know what. It doesn't hurt, but it's still a little bit, tickly.
Anyways, we are on to Wiggins Bog. Going 2-1. Round 1, full clear one shot. 2 holds from Slacker and 2 holds with the Executrix. Round 2, he had to 2-tap the Sisters, 3-tap Django Scoundrel's team, and his Slacker shutting his opponent down. Round 3, had to 2-tap him on Mothma, and despite a Seep hold, Sith Eternal Emperor, Seep hold, he was out-bannered by 20. So 2-1 for Wiggins Bog.
Whatever. Great week for whatever, as he got the whammy. Only 1 loss in round 1 as he picked up a full clear. Only 1 loss on Fleet in round 2. In round 3, there were no losses as he picked up a glorious, flawless victory. And his opponent struggled on multiple teams. Kyber for whatever. 3-0, triple whammy.
Okay, what happened here?
Yeah, it was 90% my fault, 10% RNG. All right, I was on tilt because I lost the last round of the previous week, so I changed my strategy and I thought I'll just take into the battle what my opponent puts down in defense because he put the same defense down, and then he changed it for Fleet and I choked. Yeah, and then exactly the same thing happened. Well, round 3 was kind of weird. I had enough to full clear my opponent because he only cleared 2 territories. So I lost 3 battles using my counters on the top. So I thought, sod it, I'll clear the bottom 2. And when I got to the back line, I, for some reason, used my A teams to clear B teams on the back, completely forgetting that I still had 3 battles in front of door number 1. So when I got to door number 1, the only A team I had left was a JKL, and my B teams just couldn't get through them, and I screwed myself. So yeah, it was my own stupid fault. Bad tactics, bad strategy. So, like I said, 90% me, 10%. There was one tiny bit of bad RNG in round 1, and that was the Maul's stealth fighter came in just before I had my insta-kill, which stealthed...
Oh, right. You were telling me about this.
It stealthed the TIE bomber, which had been taunting me the entire battle, and I'm thinking, finally going to get rid of him. Maul comes in, stealthed the TIE bomber, and I was screwed. So yeah, unfortunately, 1 and 2 for me. Spartan... okay, it says 0 and 3. It's not. Spartan did actually get 1 and 2. He failed to report to us that his 3rd round was a draw. And when CG and SWGOH.GG tally up the results, a draw is shown whether you've won or lost it. It's shown as a loss regardless. So, yeah, tough week for Spartan. He went down by 50 banners in round 1. As he took the top and his opponent took the bottom. Round 2 was just an unfortunate loss as Spartan... he hit his opponent with a full clear, and it looked like he was going to win because his opponent did not show. And then in the last hour, his opponent did show and snatch the victory away. And then round 3 was a consolation win, but it didn't really help. I think Spartan's looking forward to the return of 5v5, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. On to Jigabachi, our resident beach bum, surfer bum dude. Dude. As he put it, all 3 opponents had Darth Revens at 330 speed or higher, which he doesn't have a counter for. And none of them placed them on defense for whatever reason. Round 1, solid opponent with decent mods. His defense was cake, and I smashed on it, as he put it. And he got stuck on Negotiator and did not clear. Round 2, another knucklehead that ignored placing good defense and got swarmed. He sunk something and still won. And opponent got stuck all over Jig's defense and only cleared the front and bottom. Round 3, without question, the best roster match he ever had. They were close on mods, GP, meta, ships, everything. Only difference, his opponent had Darth Revan Malik and Jig had JKL. This was the first time all season that Jig was cleared. In order to win, he had to play clean and smart, white knuckle style. Made some changes to defense, which didn't work, and changed how his offense played out. And Jig got smart and one-shot everything to take the win 3-0 for Mr. Jigabachi.
Hey, Jigabachi, wax your board, waste your brains, and pray for waves. Rand was due.
So good.
Rand was due a triple crown this week. He was due a triple crown this week, but it didn't happen. It looked like a good start. I mean, it really did in round 1 until he reached the fleet, and he couldn't get past that blockade. But before the fleet, he was like soloing and undersizing with it's just and then he got to the fleet, couldn't get past the blockade. Round 2 wasn't any better for him, as he couldn't beat a JKR trio. It's like, it was all of the gods were against him in rounds 1 and 2. Round 3 did see him get a consolation win, but the week was lost on Friday of last week when I jinxed him by saying that he was due a triple crown. Sorry, Rand. My bad.
Man, just rough for him. Anyways, on to Biscuit Weasel. 2-1 this week. And as he puts it, full clear with Rolo, getting yet another hold. He loves his Rolo. His OG Boba decided to do some work as well and get a hold for Biscuit. He was just more efficient overall. Round 2, opponent had Slacker and kept it for offense, which cost his opponent the win. Again, Rolo and Boba putting in holds for the round. Round 3 was a very odd one for him, as his opponent full cleared extremely efficiently, while Biscuit ended up dropping 2 battles, thanks to some awful RNG. While his opponent didn't drop a single battle, so his hats off to them. It's super, extremely efficient. 2-1.
Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Bitcoin didn't get 3-0 this week.
I'm sorry, what just happened?
So we ask the question, did he lose to his girlfriend? The answer is no. After a round 1 win, pretty standard, he had someone sub for him in round 2 due to a head injury. I hope he's feeling better, but his sub lost it for him. Sadly, did not get the win for him. But in round 3, he stopped the rot and finished with a 2-1. But we can no longer use the inside joke that Bitcoin only... In fact, no, we can, because it was a sub that lost that round.
So Bitcoin didn't lose.
So technically, Bitcoin didn't lose. Somebody lost subbing for him. So Bitcoin is still the only person in the league to have been beaten by his girlfriend.
Oh, Yeti going 3-0, killing it this season. Round 1, poor guy didn't stand a chance. Yeti had him crushed on mods and crushed on squads. Yeti set a strong defense, and his opponent dropped 4 battles and only took 2 zones. Pretty straightforward, one-shot, full clear defense. Felt almost bad about this matchup, but onward to victory. Round 2, really even matchup. Mods, squads, etc. Super predictable, though. His opponent took Slacker on offense and failed versus Yetis. Oops. Set both the premium fleets, as his opponent always takes both on offense, and dropped the battle, clearing them out, but only managed to take the top 2 zones. Yeti full cleared. Big win. Round 3, his first double GL battle. Had him his opponent had his opponent had Yeti crushed on mods as well, which is crazy to think about. He's rarely outmodded, and this was stark. He must spread them around strangely because he was winning all of the comparisons on speed. Yet he was. Set Ray with Han and Chewie and took JML on offense. Yeti's defense was set to draw some key teams on strong teams, leaving it without proper counters for some secondary teams in the back. Dropped 2 battles back there, and Yeti one-shot full cleared his entire board. Was expecting to lose this one, but his opponent stuck to comfortable counters and didn't have the right teams from Mon Mothma and CLS 2PO 3PO teams. Winning ain't easy, except this time. Big win!
And there is the Division 1 Freshman League, and I am not liking where I am right now. Mr. Jigabachi and Wiggensbog have leapfrogged over me for the first time since we were in Division 2 together. So yeah, not happy with that at all. But even though Bitcoin is running away with the Division 1 Freshman title, the two people, I mean, at the moment, it's looking like Fort Morton Yeti. The reason why Bitcoin is going to be, we've spoken, and he's going to be taking a step back. So Bitcoin won't be in going to the Premier League next season because he won't be competing next season. So you go to the next two. It's looking like Fort Morton Yeti. I mean, whatever.
He's 3 behind right now.
Yeah, he's 3 behind. I cannot see Yeti or Fort Mort losing. I can't see Yeti losing 3. There's no way on God's green earth Yeti is going to go 9-3. And then whatever going 12. I can't see it happening. I really can't.
Hey, Neil. I went to Chinese earlier this week, and there was another fortune, and this one says this: lucky numbers 29. I keep reading the wrong side. Defense still wins battles.
Defense still wins battles. Yeah. Shh. So yeah. So Fort Mort. I mean, the way the Premier League is going to be the top 2 from this division, the top 4 from the next division, and the top 4 from the next division. You know, so the big boys, the big boys, and the big boys will become the big boys. That's what that triple extra large. Triple extra large. So yeah, let's see, Fort Mort, how you like competing against the likes of Fruit Ninja Mike and Klesso and Endor Beal. Won't be so cocky then, will you, buddy? Okay, let's move on to the big boys.
On to the biggest of ones, the biggest of the boys.
The middle boys. The middle boys.
Oh, not the biggest ones. Yes,
not the biggest ones,
but
they are. Ones. They're still big. Anyway,
the middle big.
So it's Ranger with a 2-1. It wasn't a triple, but Ranger didn't need a triple for Kyber this month. Oh no! He coasted to victory in round 1 and round 2, even picking up a flawless victory in round 2. He lost round 3 though due to a failed Malik solo and a pesky Darth Revan. Not to mention lots, and I do mean lots, of drop the banners from, God knows how many of his characters losing their protection. But none of it matters, as he got his Kyber, which is his life, because life is Kyber and Kyber is life.
On to Scorch the Hoss, going 1 and 2 this week. Round 1 was a wonderful show from him, getting a full clear 1-shot. And his opponent also full clear 1-shot, winning by 6 banners. Scorch stealing the win by 6 banners. Round 2, he had to 2-tap Array, 2-tap Newt, and unfortunately, he only got a single hold with Geonosian Brood Alpha. And round 3 had to 3-tap that blasted Basti JML Watt team, 2-tap Mon Mothma, and 3-tap Evader Mission Zalbar team. And again, he only got a single hold, and this time it was with his Chimera fleet. Unfortunately, not enough to secure wins in either round. So 1 and 2 for Scorch the Hoss.
Oh, it's Paul. It's my hetero life partner.
Whoa.
Paul routed his opponent in round 1, mopping the floor with his offense. Round 2 was a tight loss, but his opponent Paul had to concede that his opponent did have better mods, so he was kind of expecting that loss. Round 3 was a very interesting loss, though. Paul hit one team with his GG. Just hit one team.
That's it.
And then he left it, right? And his opponent didn't attack until the beginning of the final hour. And at that point, they just started going back and forth. So they just, Paul would attack. His opponent would attack. Paul would attack. His opponent would attack. This went on for the entire hour and 40 seconds from the end. His opponent took out Paul's GK fleet, and the loss was there. Paul says his opponent gets a shout out. He's called Dark Fallen. The E is a 3. 1 and 2 for Paul.
On to Mudbum, bumming it up, going 2-1 this week. Round 1 suffered a loss, but decided to just try and experiment at the cost of the match. Round 2, opponent couldn't full clear, and I imagine he's saying this with this cheeky little bummy grin on his face. I did. Round 3 was a win on efficiency, and I'm gonna have to imagine how he does this. As he put it, no hope of making Kyber, so he just did stuff. And just doing stuff gave him a 2-1.
That's no moon. A very cheeky, and I do mean a very cheeky start to the week for Moon, who picked up a round 1 win thanks to a very unexpected solid hold from a Darth Revan team on the front line. Wasn't expecting it, but he did get it. That cheeky streak ended at 1. As he lost comprehensively to a full clear with only a 1 territory response in round 2. Round 3 was all or nothing for Kyber. And he bagged it all, getting a flawless victory along with his Kyber. Good week for That's No Moon. 2-1.
Macias going 1-2. And as he put it, had Kyber in the bag already. Tried a heavy defense and learned it wasn't for him. And as he put it, he's not missing 3v3 at all. Round 1, he only dropped, and to go with it, here's how he went. Round 1, he dropped 2 battles and only got a single hold. Round 2, only got a single hold, but couldn't full clear at all. So there's the first loss. And round 3, he got 5 attempts on General Grievous, got a Rex hold, 2 Newt holds, and 2 Executrix holds. So yeah, there's the 1 and 2 for Macias. But hey, he's enjoying his Kyber, and he is looking at this thing in the rearview mirror.
An unlucky start to the week saw Ian lose his round 1 match by only 10 banners. Resistance and Separatists causing oh so much pain. But that pain was very short-lived, as the flawless victories he got in round 2 and in round 3 saw him finish the week and month with a flourish. 2-1 for It's Just Ian.
On to oh wait, I about jumped the gun there. It's Gridzy. Gridzy. Round 1 was a Volker 1-shot. Newt getting a hold. JKL standing after 3 attempts. Poggle getting 3 holds, and Bosk standing as well after 2 attempts. Round 2, paging Grid. No Grid. Grid didn't even show up. Wasn't full cleared, and you can't win if you don't play. Round 3, both of them full clear 1-shots, and it was an efficiency match, unfortunately, at that point, and he lost by 8 points. So 1 and 2 for Grid.
That. Wooden spoon for Thaddeus this week, as his dreams of getting Kyber faded quick, as he lost every single round to, I suppose they were tough opposition. In round 1, he did at least get over 100 losses. So, that's a win in his book.
He did better at losing this week.
Yeah, he did
Paul.
better at losing this week. Yes, he did. In round 2, his brave stand had him fall over due to a ship blockade. In round 3, he was so distracted by the name of Baby Yoda, he could not concentrate. He was going to add some more losses to the loss total, but he fell asleep. So again, Thaddeus is bad at being bad. 0-3, going nerdy.
Lord. On to Fruit Ninja Mike. It's kind of expected. Still 3-0. Round 1 was a tough opponent. Over 500k lifetime banner score and 3 GLs to Fruit Ninja Mike's 2. His opponent only set 2 and were much more inefficient in their clears. So Mike had him there. Round 2, easy opponent, or so he thought. Mike messed up on his slacker and it became a roller coaster of failing and inefficiency. Thankfully, his opponent lost a couple battles as well. He was facing down 2 fleets, Holdo and Thrawn, and needed to average 67 to tie and win. Mike got 67 and 68. A single banner clincher. Round 3, a great player and guildmate in Wolfpack. 500k lifetime score. Mike set a tougher defense, and his opponent breezed through the first hardest zone, but stumbled in the back and on Mike's Thrawn fleet. Mike had to triple one shot past a bunch of great teams, but didn't get bad RNG and won the day. Phew! He's so ready to get back to 5v5. 3-0 for Mike.
Back with a bang comes the king of defense as Endor smashed his way to a record-breaking week of 8,013 banners. The first and only competitor to go beyond 8,000 in 3v3 all season. The only anybody in Division 2 or Division 1 can do it. He is the only person to cross the 8,000 threshold. 3 flawless victories for Endor gave him a very well earned, very well deserved triple crown. Bravo, sir. Bravo.
Clap, freaking bravo. Jeez. Get your pickles out, because we're talking about Finn. He went 2-1 this week. His overall best, most fun, and challenging GAC week, as he puts it. Round 1 was a win. Opponent went somewhat light on defense to make sure he got a full clear. Double shot and negotiator, but otherwise, Finn would have only won by like 5 to 8 banners. Round 2 was a win. Opponent said good defenses, definitely a challenging one for both, but Finn was a little bit more efficient. And round 3 was the curse of round 3 struck yet again. Curse you, round 3. Opponent had a JKL, and which was basically the difference maker. Solid defenses on both sides, but a multi-attack on JKL team ate up an extra A team, which led him to be unable to full clear, ending out the 3v3 with a 2-1.
DPK 2-1 for DPK as he just missed Kyber this month. He's had a very, very busy month, so he ain't that bothered, actually. He, like Macias, will be very, very happy to see the back of 3v3 and the triumphant return of 5v5. 2-1 for DPK.
All right, on to DB official, going 2-1. Round 1, he just didn't show up.
Yeah, he was poorly. He was not feeling well. He was not feeling well.
Round 2 was a full clear one shot though, and the script was flipped because his opponent didn't show up either. Round 3, he had to 2-tap a Sage Ventress Sisters, but he got 3 holds with Shock T clones, 2 on Darth Revan, and 3 with Kira. So a 2-1 for DB official.
Another bad week for Cubs fan Han with his second consecutive 1 and 2 this month. He will not be pleased with his performance. He will not be pleased with himself at all. But at least it wasn't a wooden spoon. And his round 2 was a flawless victory. So he was able to, stop dead in its tracks the wooden spoon. 1 and 2 for Cubs.
Better than nothing, I guess. On to Black Mamba. Going 2 and 1. Round 1 was a Fulker one shot. Saw Ventress getting a hold, JTR getting a hold, and Ray and Mon Mothma holding. Ray getting 2 holds and Mon Mothma with 8 attempts. Round 2 had to 2-tap a Poggle Sept team, and despite 22 attempts on Mamba's Ray, he still got full cleared and lost. Lots of efficiency there. Round 3 was a full clear one shot with his Newts and Chimera getting holds. 2 and 1 for Black Mamba.
And there is the bottom of Standard Division 1. There are some people there. I'm sure they'll do better next season. Let's go straight to the top, though, because that's where the important people are. Oh, there we go. So we have Fruit Ninja Mike, Endel Beal, Finn, and Ranger sitting at the top. But that 4th spot, the four top statistical players at the top of this table are going to the Premier League next season. And that is close. It is 1 round between Ranger, Moon, and Black Mamba. And Black Mamba
between Ranger and Moon.
Yeah, but look at the banner difference. Look at the banner difference on Mamba.
Woo!
Yeah, if Mamba can pick up just 1 round on Ranger and Moon, he will leapfrog both of them, steal that 4th spot into the Premier League.
And then Ranger would have to feel the pain and heartache of not being there while his pickle
Affinity goes. Yeah, I know. I was looking and thinking that. I was thinking the same thing myself. So yes, so the top 4 from this division go to the Premier League. Obviously, Fruit Ninja Mike and Endel. It's one round between the two of them for the Division 1 standard title. That's going to be interesting. Who's going to drop? Mike doesn't really need... Mike can afford to drop one because he does have a lot of banners over Endel, but Endel has been doing a lot better when it comes... And if he keeps scoring like he did this month, then...
He's had a lot more full clears recently.
He's been getting a lot more full clears, so he's been, chasing that down. He's only got 1 more month to do it. Can he do it? We shall see. Let's move on to the big boys. And we start with Zareth. 3-0, triple whammy. Nice week for Zareth, who went undefeated for the month and makes this final month's battle for the title of Elite Division 1 champion against Klesso. Ooh, all the more interesting. A tidy win in round 1 with some holds. Saw him start well. A round 2 rematch against someone he fought from the ANZGC. It was, he said it was difficult the last time, but it wasn't really difficult this time. And, since he flawless victoried his opponent, you can kind of understand why. Round 3 was an efficiency match, which Zareth was victorious in by 37 banners. 1 loss, 39 wins, 19 holds. It's catching up with Endel on the holds. 3-0 for Zareth.
Onto his partner in crime, Solo, going 2 and 1 this week. Round 1 was where the loss occurred. He went up against a guild leader of one of the top 3 PvP guilds in the game. He only cleared the front zone, but it was too costly, and a Newt Watt L3 combo was the death of him. Round 2, opponent always placed Darth Revan, Ray, and the Bastila Watt JML combo on defense. So he left him a defense that he couldn't possibly clear, and then easily cleared his board with 1-shots. Round 3, opponent only put Ray on defense, but lost to his Darth Revan and Rex teams on defense. Gave up after the second loss and left 3 zones uncleared. 2 and 1 for Solo.
Ram bam, ram bam, ram bam. Did not have a good week.
No, he didn't.
No, he did not have a good end to the month at all. Not with this 1 and 2. I mean, it started well. with a win in round 1, but then came the doom and the gloom in round 2. He claims to have thrown every team he had at his disposal at Ray. But, we think he's not being entirely honest based on his loss count of only 21. So, liar, pants on fire, Rambam.
I was going to say Thaddeus and Paul would like to have a word with you.
Yeah, Thaddeus and Paul would like to have a word with you. Round 3 was also a loss. He'll be praying to RNGesus for a 12-0 in the last month of the season so that he has any hope of, getting close to his rival Ando.
On to Mandy, going 2-1. Round 1 had a 2-tap on Slacker and Newt and had a no-show. So, hey, awesome for him. Round 2, he had to 4-tap Sith Eternal Emperor Palpatine, 2-tap the Bastila Jedi Master Luke and Watts team, 9-tap Finn in the Bag Bros, and unfortunately, he only got a single hold with Newt. And round 3 was a full clear one-shot with a hold with Mon Mothma, his Basti JML Watt team getting 2 holds, and his Finn in the Bag Bros getting a hold as well. 2-1 for Mandalore.
It's Lazy Turtle.
He's lazy. He's turtle.
Yep. He's lazy and he's a turtle. Another bad start to the week due to a misclick, as Turtle thought he was taking his Jedi into a Ray match, only to see Finn Bros.
Yeah.
The loss was inevitable. The round 1 loss was inevitable. Round 2, though, was a good way to forget round 1, as he flawless victoried his opponent. Round 2 was all or nothing for Kyber. Turtle lost 1, but his opponent lost 2. So Turtle got the win and the Kyber. 2-1 for Turtle.
On to Klesso, going 3-0. Round 1, he had to 3-tap GG Droids, but he got a hold with JKL, with JTR, with Rex, Darth Revan, who's also standing. 5 holds with Finn the Bag Bros, and 5 holds. No, just 5 holds with Finn. Sorry, I posted that twice. Which gave him a win there. Round 2, full clear one shot. Jedi Knight Revan getting a hold, and I guess his opponent was trolling and only did like the worst possible ideas of solos against 4 of his teams, and just couldn't clear either of Klesso's ships. Round 3 was a 2-tap on the Basti JML Watt team, 2-tap on JTR. His opponent only won 3 battles, one of them being a 2-tap on his CLS and just giving up after that. 3-0 for Klesso.
An okay week for Jake saw him finish the month well as he picked up a tidy 2-1. The loss came in the first round as he struggled to clear First Order and Separatist teams, but he came back strong with full clears in rounds 2 and rounds 3. 2-1 for Jake Johnson.
Indigo having a rough week this week, going 1-2. Round 1, he had a 3-tap Darth Revan team, 2-tap CLS, and couldn't clear JML, and did not get the full clear and got full clear one shot. Round 2 was a full clear one shot, though, with 3 holds with CLS. Round 3 was a full clear one shot as well, but he was surprisingly about 50 banners less efficient than his opponent. So it looks like Indigo set a lot of weaker teams on defense to get the full clear one shot, and his opponent was able to do a lot of one shots in his full clear one shots. So like solos. So 1-2 for Indigo.
A good week for the Aussie Adonis as he finished this week better than the last week, mainly because he didn't get glitched out of this week. He lost round 1 to a failed match against the Finn Bros, but in round 2 and round 3, he took victory, even though he didn't get a response from either of his opponents. The RNG gods, giveth and taketh away. And this week, they were giving. Very giving. A good end to the month for Heinze. 2-1.
On to Dylar, going 1-2 as well this week. Ouch. Round 1 was a win. And as he's put it, beat all 3 of his opponents' GL on defense, giving him a very decisive victory. Round 2 was a loss, and he got stonewalled by his opponents, Ray and Hero Finn team. And round 3 again was another loss, a close match, but it was an efficiency battle, and he lost that efficiency. Unfortunately, taking home a 1-2 this week, Dylar.
So many people got 1 and 2s this week.
I know.
The Grand Admiral's final week of the month was interesting. After vanquishing his round 1 opponent, he had some issues in round 2, as both he and his opponent struggled on each other's GLs, while his opponent struggled on Sith Eternal Emperor Palpatine. The Grand Admiral struggled on Rey, but after 30 attempts, she was defeated. Unfortunately, the round was lost, though, by 34 banners. Round 3 saw a full comeback from the Grand Admiral as he finished off the week in style with a flawless victory and a 2-1 for the week.
And as usual, wrapping up our coverage of GACenter this week is Ando going 2-1. Round 1, opponents at difficult teams, a difficult defense. And Ando went in early and not on stream as he was about to head out on a road trip. One shot the entire board, earning 2660, leaving him little room for error. His first battle was against Ando's Darth Revan team. Got everyone down with Bastila Shan Fallen. Lost there, decided to just not continue. Round 2 was a win. Matches with RM members is always an interesting one. This guy was completely out-rostered. Felt bad for him, but his mods were really, really good. Ended up one-shotting the board for 2674, and he faltered a few times, and he could not clear his rear bottom zone. Not for lack of trying. Kudos to him. Round 3 was the loss. T-Mike, over 560,000 lifetime banners. He knew this is going to be rough. Changed his defense a little bit, and so did T-Mike. Successfully navigating everything that was actually challenging. They came to a Dooku B1 GBA team and just had nothing. Too much ripping from other teams in order to get the previous teams down. This one stung. Kudos to him. And with that, let me put this right. You 3v3, your mom goes to college. I don't know what that means, but
yeah, neither do I. But there's the table.
I don't either.
Oh, look how close it is at the top. That's like so stupidly close. There's literally 710 banners in it at the top of the table. Klesso, Zareth, head to head. Do you know what would be like the pièce de la résistance? If everybody that was 1 and 2 in their division had to fight each other.
Oh God,
that would be so freaking awesome.
What is this? Blood sports? Like just throw him into a ring, put a lion in there?
Yeah. So we know it's either going to be Klesso or Zareth. Solo's loss kind of threw him out of the running for the win. So he's probably out of the running for the Elite Division Championship. So it's either going to be Klesso or Zareth. But it's that 4th spot that's going to be interesting. Arnold has it at the moment. Indy, bad week for Indy. But we know that Grand Admiral Arnold also can have bad weeks. So, yeah, you've got him on banners. So if Indigo can go 12-0, all he has to do is keep his fingers crossed that the Grand Admiral comes up against, 2 tough opponents, and he'll pip him right at the end. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. But that's it. That's the table.
All right, awesome. Hey, we have an interview. And I hear it's with certain Canadia's favorite son, also known as Andy Beads.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, on the other side of this, we will be talking with Andy, and we'll get to our thoughts and acknowledgments. See you over there.
Are you a member of Team Paul or Team Neil? Maybe you prefer story time with the llama, or dabble in the buttery side of the Force with Biscuit Weasel. Or maybe you like the escape pod talents from Down Under like Heinzie and Scotty. No matter who you support, you can get one of my designs from the Escape Podcast merch store. Just go to escapepodcastaways.com, click on the merch link, and it will take you to the TeePublic site where you can support me, Mrs. Anthony, also known as Critty K. Also be sure to check out the Mrs. Anthony Shirts channel on the Escape Podcast's Discord server weekly to vote for my latest shirts in the Design Derby on Woot. Links for both of these are down below. Thank you for supporting the Escape Podcast.
Does your guild want to tap into their full potential in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? Yeah! For as low as $1 a month per guild member, your guild can unleash the power of the game in ways you never thought possible. Ooh. Track your arena movements, guild progression, and much, much more. Contact Shitty Bill and get one of his shitty bots on your server today. Just look for him on our Discord server and tag or message him for more information. The link for our server is below in the description. Shitty bots, don't let the name fool you.
SWGOH.GG is your one-stop site for the raw data behind the game Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. From complete gear lists to intuitive stats behind all of your favorite holotable heroes. SWGOH.GG has it all. With a .GG account, you can get a complete view of your own roster, see how you match up against other players, and even check out the history of your own Grand Arena Championship matches. You can also see what your opponent used on you to give you a better understanding of counters and team compositions to improve your gameplay. Did you know that they also have some great Patreon features as well? Ad-free browsing of their site, guild information, and manual information requests are included in their 3 levels of Patreon support. Check out the site for more details. That's SWGOH.GG. Unleash your holotable potential today.
And welcome back to the show, everybody. Today's guest needs no introduction. He is my Commonwealth comrade from Canada. He is the master procrastinator. He makes cool things with beads. It's Andy Beads. Andy, how you doing, mate?
Very well. How you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Clearly not
All
as good as
right.
you. You the big grin on your face from the 3-0 this week.
Oh man, yeah. It feels good finishing off with a 3-0. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that much.
Hey, Andy, you realize that you get to parade around the fact that you did better than Neil this week in terms of wins.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah,
Wow.
lots of. You know what? Lots of people did better me than this week, but lots of people also did just as bad as me this week, and we did have some wooden spoons. So I can't. The thing with my I can't blame RNG for mine because I've been on tilt ever since I lost round 9. I completely changed my tactics for the last week, and I shouldn't have. My tactics were poor in round 1, and my strategy just went to complete and utter. Yeah, in round 3.
Right.
So it was all me, all my fault. Can't blame RNG. Tiny little bit in round 1 maybe, but it was 90% me being bad with strategy and tactics. So, but hey, Andy, tell us about the week. So you went 3-0. So how did the week start off? How was your round 1?
I mean, round 1 was, going into these ones, I'm always like skeptical. Like I look at their teams, I look at their, how many relics they have, and I'm just like, it's just gonna be another crap shoot because, anytime I see, certain characters, Darth Revan relicked, we have a relict crew at whatever it is. Like I don't have these like counters, I'm like, all right, well, here they go. Like they can look at my, Star Wars, .gg account and whatever it is, and they can see because I normally put the same stuff on my defense. Okay. So the only difference this time around, I was like, you know what? This is last week. I'm going to switch it up a tiny bit. So just did a little bit of tweaking. Instead of having my Night Sisters on offense, I threw them on defense. And it seemed to have worked. But I mean,
You
so
actually set the Dames of Dathomir.
I
on...
set them. All 3 rounds they were on defense. So I took a little bit of because I mean I was setting a Dooku Ventress zombie on defense. That was I was splitting defense there. I was splitting them up on defense and offense. So I was putting Talzin, Daka, and Spirit on offense. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna put it all there. I'm gonna take banners from them instead of me losing 5 banners. Like, because that's usually what happens, right? I don't get my full banners whenever I use them, anyways. And people were like, why did you just put them on defense? That way you don't have to So, anyways,
so a lot of credit in round 1 to the alternative defensive strategy then.
Right. Yes. Well, this 3-0 for this week, it goes fully towards me kind of like shuffling it up a little bit, and it seemed to have worked. My opponent, going in, I don't remember what he was, but I remembered I was like, okay, yeah, this is going to be another whatever. So anyways,
did you stick with the same defensive strategy going into round 2? So it worked in round 1. Yep. So you changed your strategy, went for a different defensive option, and then you won. So you're thinking, right, I'll maintain.
So usually what happens with me, I do kind of get lazy a little bit. So I don't tend to, if I win the first one, I don't tend to change anything from the second one, and it's so if I lose, it's kind of on my part for not doing my homework or whatever it is, but it is what it is. But so I kind of did this the whole, so I was like, okay, I won the first one. Wow. Okay. I'll go to the second. And I mean, the first one wasn't really a super win anyways. I don't think it was a full clear. The guy auto deployed. So I, was going up against all his relic characters, in the first couple territories. So all I really had to do was win a couple matches, and I think he actually tried to battle too, though. I think he tried to salvage a victory from one of my whatever, and I think he got one. But anyways, but yeah, no, it was an auto deploy, so it wasn't really much. So I think I cleared
round 2 was an auto deploy, or round 1 was an auto deploy?
Round 1 was the auto deploy. So I cleared the bottom half, and that was it. I left because usually the top territory has his best characters. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to touch those guys. So I just did the bottom half, cleared that, got the victory. And then, so the second round 2, I was a little worried about because these guys had, I think he had a full Darth Revan, Relic, Malik, all this crap, right? So I was like, all right, well, he's going to set that on defense because if he takes a look at does his homework, looks at mine, he sees that I don't really have much to or anything to go against that team. So but to my surprise, it wasn't on defense. So I was like, okay, that's odd.
So luck of the RNG gods there then.
Yeah, that was
really.
A flip of the coin right there, which was nice in my favor. So I went ahead and I think I full cleared that one.
I believe so.
I'm pretty sure I full cleared my second round, and yeah, because I think I did it on stream because there was I think week 1 I didn't do it on stream because I was busy doing other things.
You're still moving, and you're also without internet that day.
Right. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. So anyway, so I full cleared them, and it came down to the wire too, because it was I think it was within the last hour or whatever it was. So I was waiting for him to finish or do anything, and time went away, and he didn't do anything. I was like, where's this Darth Revan? You're not even. Anyways, it was lucky there that he didn't do anything. But so anyways, so that was kind of a so we round 1 auto deploy, round 2 no show. So I was like, okay, all right, it's easy going into round 3, and yeah, it was another down to the wire as well. and they didn't full clear mine. I think they got stuck on the back wall.
They got stuck. I'm looking at this because I did your report and everything. They got stuck on your Dooku,
Right.
Ventress and
Yeah,
zombie.
they did 5 battles, I think, against that.
They
5?
preloaded the zombie and and Ventress, and just God, they screwed up doing
Which
that.
is why I love that team. Like that's the team I've been using this whole like 3v3, and like they've been getting more stops than anybody, you know, that I've been putting on that, you know, on defense, which has been great.
Well, and also because you relic, you have a full relic. Is your full sister team all relic?
I have 4 relict.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on spirit right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, you know, 4 of the 5 at relics. You love your sisters,
including my, I'm a big DACA fan. I love the hips. You know, she's hides them pretty well. But anyways, yeah, no, I mean, I love my sisters. Like they're one of those, they're not an underrated team by any matter. Like they're still very, very you know, up there in teams that, you know, can still, you know,
do some work
and like, you know, frustrate the heck out of people, you know. So which is why I liked them in the first place. Like, you know, just everybody like there's so much hate towards the Night Sisters, and I love it.
I know from being in streams and everything that some people are like, dude, your sisters are way over here, and you're just like, watch this.
Yeah.
And you pick off the bug teams, or
sisters
can take Grievous.
I'm literally taking out you know, full relic Geo teams, full relic 7 Geo teams, full relic 7 General Grievous teams with the team that I have. Like, you know, it doesn't do all the work. It doesn't take out Darth Revens and whatever. But I mean, you know, I don't care about that. Like, it's, you know,
you get to punch against very big things. They may not.
Yeah,
be the
especially a General Grievous at Relic 7 is
a
monster. A monster, man. Like, you know, and my DAC is just taking it. She's taking it. You know what I mean? Just taking it.
So,
because I know many of your battles would be like a minute, and it's just like, oh, Doc is bringing back everybody.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
no.
Come back. Back.
Well, that then does beg the question. This new Night Sister in defense for 3v3, will this continue as a defensive strategy for next month? Because you got 3-0 because you were putting your Night Sisters in defense. Obviously, next month we return to 5v5. Will you be continuing this new defensive strategy with the Night Sisters in defense in 5v5?
I think there's a good chance that I will, because it does feel right putting them on defense. You know, even though I love using them, if it's going to frustrate the crap out of somebody, and I know there's more counters nowadays for the Night Sisters. Like, it's not like it's rocket science or anything, but you know, I feel that
those Night Sister matches can flip on a dime. I've been there. I the amount of times I have lost to Night Sisters. So I throw my Geos in there. Everything's going all tickety boo. It's just the zombie left, and it's just a Sag Ventress left, and I'm thinking to myself, "Yep, here we go." And then, boom, she kills one. Mother Talzin comes back, and then AoE, and boom.
Let's describe this a little more. He'll set them on auto, thinking, "Oh, it's just Ventress and zombie. It's fine. Set this on auto. It'll be good as day. And, you know, wipe away with it." No, it just completely is the other way around.
It's a complete switch. It's a complete switcheroo. So.
Well, I mean, he's realized it's complete switch.
Well, with Ventress too, like if it's Ventress at the end, it's you're stacking her offense. Every time somebody comes back and dies, it stacks the offense on her. So she just keeps ramping up. So she'll keep ramping up.
Yeah.
And then it's just it is. I honestly, Nev, I've watched it. I think I've watched you do it. I think I've witnessed it live.
I keep, I mean, the thing is, it's I've got Geo teams on all 4 of my accounts, so I guarantee it happens on at least 1 or 2 of the accounts, at least once or twice, sometimes 3 times in a week. So yeah, it happens regularly to me. And I keep doing it no matter what.
And
I keep doing it. It's like, I'm a glutton for punishment. I still keep doing the same thing. If people talk, so what are you working on? It's like, well, I really probably should work on my geos, but I just can't be asked. Sod it. I still get Kyber.
What you're working on? Speaking of what you're working on, kind of one of the last couple questions. What are you working on?
What am I working? You're working on? Well, right now I'm pushing for gas right now. So
okay.
Gas is number one priority. All we have left is B1 and Anakin's ship. I'm like just about midway at 6 stars with the ship, and B1 is like 20 out of 100 right now. So after that, working on gear, getting them up ready for whatever it is. Obviously the ship battle is the first one, so I'll just and it's nice now that I don't have to, you don't have to wait for everything, right? So it's just I can do the ship battle once the ship's ready, and then whatever it is. Actually, you know what? No, I'm thinking now. I do need a capital ship though, right?
Yeah, you need a 7-star
capital ship, right?
Yeah, and it has to be a Galactic Republic. So
it's either Mace. My Kenobi's at 6 stars, but it's not there yet. Might have to be Mace, unfortunately.
Well, everybody
don't let Ram Bam hear that.
A lot of people were doing it with Mace anyway. A lot of people.
Yeah, I think people were. Yeah, I think people were telling me that too. I was like, I don't think it's gonna matter. Whatever. Yeah. So gas is primary. I've began my Jedi Master Luke stuff. I set an initial goal to get them all the characters to 7 stars, and then once so I did all that. So once gas is unlocked or whatever it is, then I'm gonna start working on gearing up all those guys to try to go for Jedi Master Luke.
Jedi Master Luke or JK? Have you got JKL then? I take it.
Jedi Knight Luke.
Yeah, have you got JK? Have you got Jedi Knight Luke?
Are you? Hold on.
Okay, wait.
JKL first.
JKL. My bad. JKL.
Right,
okay,
JKL.
Not the Galactic Legend. JKL. My bad. Jedi Knight Luke.
He's been farming a lot.
Jedi Master.
Really quickly.
Yeah. Sorry, throwing you guys off there.
Yeah, no. I'm doing it.
I kept it all secret.
I'm doing it the other way. I'm doing it completely the other way. I'm going JML first and then gas.
Okay.
Because I've already got my JKL.
I don't know if I'm interested in that, to be honest. Like I'm not sure yet. I'm still I'm gonna get gas. I'm gonna get Jedi Knight Luke, and then I'm gonna see what else after that when I want to do. But those are my 2 priorities right now. Like, and they're gonna help immensely hopefully with light side geos and help out the guild, which is what I want to help out too. So,
all right, awesome. All right, last question. We always ask everybody, Andy, where can we find you, and what are you doing?
What am I doing right now? I'm sitting in a chair.
Okay, go Andy.
I mean, the best place to find me is on Twitch, twitch.tv/Andy_beads. That's where you can find me. Everything's in the panels down below. My Discord, my Instagram, Twitter. We have the chain gang, GAC chain gang starting back up here next week. So we got to get that going, rolling again. So everything's there for that.
Yes, we do.
I don't know. Yeah, Twitch is where you can find me. That's pretty much it. Like, everything's there. Look it up. Go there.
All right, guys. Nev, any more questions or anything?
No. We've that was very succinct at the end.
Yes. All right, guys. Andy, first off, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
And guys, on the other side of a clip from the commander himself, we will get to our thoughts and acknowledgments for tonight. So we'll see you all over there.
Boom. Bring everybody back. Let's stun. Get some guns. Stun guns. Bring everybody back. Get some plague going. And done. And that is what a Relic Night Sister team does to a Relic GG team.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that interview with my Commonwealth comrade, the Canadian Andy Beats. But we're done for the day. We're all done for the day. That's it. The month is over. 3v3 is no more. Everybody can just chill, relax. 5v5 is coming back.
They can chill, and they can also chill the frick out because yes, we get it. You don't like 3v3.
Yeah, we get people that don't like 3v3. I mean, even though I had a bad 3v3, I still love 3v3. I still love 3v3, even though I had a bad last week. Okay, still love it, and I'll always love it.
Yeah. So during the course of today's episode of the GACenter, we did get a raid from Rand B. Thank you, brother. Yeah, not much else in terms of stuff for announcements or anything today from that. Neil, what is going on around the pod?
What is going on around the pod? Well, we have our flagship show tomorrow. Sounds weird saying that, but because I wasn't feeling very well because of some dodgy ham earlier on this week. I wish
I could say how I described it to
don't because we're live.
Yeah, I know.
But yes, so we've got the flagship show tomorrow. We have Bulldog on as our guest. So that's going to be interesting. The interview that people thought was never going to happen. So we got Bulldog on the show tomorrow. That's going to be fun. And apart from that, obviously, the next episode of The Mandalorian is out. So this weekend we will be talking Mando again with Thaddeus. Flair, hurry up and watch the next episode.
I'm 2 episodes behind, actually.
You will be 2 episodes behind after tomorrow, so hurry up.
No. Like, I am currently 2 episodes behind.
Oh, right. So you'll be 3 episodes behind, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to get a shift on that.
Sorry.
Oh, Fort Mort decided to join the party. Welcome to the party, pal.
Half Fart Mart. On my end of things, we're still doing Valhalla. We're still doing Yakuza. I've been doing a little bit more Strike Force recently, just because we've got some big patches and stuff coming up pretty soon, involving Astonishing X-Men. So I've been having fun with that. Other than that, not much else happening. We're still fingers off and everything.
We have a very, very, very busy month ahead of us for the show.
Yes, we do.
Because we have the month of the final month of the season to do, but we also need to prepare for season 2, because season 2's got a lot of surprises.
There's a lot of surprises.
We have got a lot of surprises for season 2. We've got some new competitors coming in. We have some old competitors moving. Some old competitors moving out, some new competitors moving in. The old competitors that are moving out aren't like moving out. You'll still be able to chat with them. They just won't be competitors in the Discord, in the GACN Discord server.
They'll be covered.
Yeah, they'll just be like, old school sort of thing. But yeah, we've got some new ideas for how we're going to present the data. We've got some we'll be restoring a few things from earlier on this season. It's just season 2 is going to go off with a bang, and you will only know what's going to happen at the beginning of season 2 if you watch the end of this season.
Yep. We do have our month review next week on Tuesday. We are back to the normal time. Neil is not dealing with dodgy ham next week. So it's gonna be on Tuesday nights. And then after that, guys, we're in the final 4 official episodes. The final 4 main coverage episodes, and then the final. It won't be a month review. It'll be a season review.
Where we hand out all of the awards.
And all rewards. Thad or Paul will get the reward that the 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds that I've enslaved. No, sorry, paid for in candy. Have been working over for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll
So-
be announcing awards, special awards. We'll be giving the championship title awards for all of the individual division titles, and of course, obviously most important of all, we will be announcing the 10 competitors who will be competing in the inaugural season of the Premier League. And yeah, Fortmore, yes, I'm going to kick you from the freshman into the Premier League. If you think you had it hard before, go compete with Fruit Ninja Mike and Klesso and Solo and Zareth. Let's see how you handle that.
Fartmore, you'll enjoy the fact that I found many fortune cookies this week that said that defenses win battles.
Yeah, lots of fortune cookies with the same thing. Anyway, we are top of the hour, so it's let's find somebody to raid, shall we?
It is top of the hour. Let's go find someone. But while we do that, guys, seriously, we thank you all so much for the support that you all show us. Again, we will be back next week with our month review. Stick around. We'll be sending this on over to someone else, and also tune in tomorrow night for the weekly episode of the Escape Podcast. Anyways, Neil, anything else?
No, we're good, mate.
All right, guys. So while we find someone to raid, y'all take care. Have a great night. Be nice to each other. Have a happy holiday season, and y'all take care. We'll see y'all around. Bye.
No, that's not how we end a show, Flair.
Neil, push the button.
You got it, mate. Ta for now, folks.
Got
Amateur.
you there.